I still feel there's big fights for Wilder, certainly.
This is Jonathan Aguilar, Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by one of the best trainers in the country, Mark Tibbs. Mark, good to see you here at the Matchroom event. How are you?
What a lovely setting, eh? How lovely is this? And Babic and Fisher, what a fight, what a fight.
How excited are you for this one? I mean, it's captured the imagination of the boxing public. Everyone's buzzing for it. As a trainer, you know, are you buzzing as well, or are you just focused on the job?
I don't know what it is, I'm buzzing for Fisher, Johnny Fisher. Because we've been in the gym for a bit now, as in like when he first turned pro, and he's come a long way. He's come a long way, but there's still a fair way to go. And you know, we get our game plan right with Alen Babic, the Savage. He'll turn more corners and get more stock. That's what it's all about.
I suppose Alen up there, and I sort of said, look, everyone's saying this is a step up for Johnny. Is it a step up for you? And he kind of was like, what are you talking about, kind of thing. You know, when you look at Alan's career, is it a step up in your opinion, or do you feel like he's boxed at, you know, still at a level higher than Johnny has so far?
No, this is definitely a step up for Fisher, for Johnny, because he has proper, real winning mentality, and proud man, mature man. But I just feel that my guys will have more skill and know-how, regardless of his limited experience in boxing. Johnny Fisher, that is. Yeah.
And, busy night for you on July 6th. You've also got John Hedges. You've got Giorgio Visioli. Starting with John Hedges' Southern Area title fight. I guess this is, you know, the title fight he's been looking for.
Over the moon for Johnny. He's got to start to build in some momentum now, and he's a great boxer. Johnny Hedges is a great boxer, phenomenal boxer. No one can touch him. He can defuse anyone in the world. Just needs to win this title and start building momentum. Yeah, onto bigger and better fights.
Talk to me about Giorgio Visioli, because he's starting his career at a really quick pace. You know, he's knocking people out. Talk to me about him, and you know what you thought of his career so far.
Well, Giorgio Visioli is phenomenal, instinctive, reactive fighter. He's a natural boxer, can read a fight extremely well, and timing is great. That's how he's getting rid of these guys, through timing. He still has to pro up a little bit, but listen, he's had 3 fights and put good people away, and looking forward to being in his corner on the 6th of July at the Copper Box, because I've only made one of his fights. I think I've prepared him for all his fights, but I've been that busy that.
What happens when you have too many fighters, right?
Well,
it's hard to balance it.
To be honest with you, it's just weird that everything's come at the same time. I think there's powers that are testing us as human beings. But listen, I want to show these trainers out there how to multitask.
Well, yeah, you'll be in that corner July 6th. Just want to talk about Elle Brooke. She went in against a former UFC fighter, Paige Van Zandt, got the knockdown. It was a draw. What was your experience though like in America that week?
Well, first and foremost, Elle Brooke is a phenomenal athlete to work with. To say about her heart, listen, she's just a warrior. She's made of something really special. And yeah, she's limited fighting and boxing experience. And to be fair, I was in Vegas with Johnny Fisher in February, and Elle was out there with me, and she presented that fight to us. And to be very fair with you, I wasn't too keen on her taking it because of her limited experience, and she phoned me on the Monday when we got back to England, or her manager did. They said, no, we want this fight. Tell her, like, Elle Brooke said that, I want this fight. And I went, I need to hear that. And so we went for it, and she done fantastic. I thought she won 3 out of the 5 rounds, and what a cracking opener. Put her over, ex-UFC fighter. She gave me a hard time, that UFC fighter, on the scale. She never made weight. I made her make the weight, and her and her trainer and her coach, her manager and her coach, never made weight. They failed weight. I made her get the weight off, and a couple of times actually. So we had that in our locker. That fed Elle a bit, I believe, and Elle done extremely well. Really over the moon with how she performed. Yeah.
Talk about the weekend. I think I asked you your predictions before, and you did have Zhang winning that fight against Wilder. Did it go how you expected?
Yeah, it did. You know, I fancied when Parker done Wilder. You know, I knew Wilder's weight and how he is as a boxer. I felt Joe Parker, if he can go and take the, bang, throw the kitchen sink at him, put him on his heels, he'd get the job done, and he did. And I just felt Zhang is just a better boxer. He's a beautiful, natural boxer, former Olympian, extremely counts of amateur fights and professional fights, and he's 20 stone, but fluid with it, yeah. And what is Wilder? 15 stone, 15 and a half stone, yeah.
So what's next for Wilder, do you think? Is it retirement, or where do you think he goes from here?
Do you know what? He ain't really been colded, knocked spark out clean, has he, Wilder? So he's a big name still. He's a big name. Just the logistics of that fight was all wrong for Wilder, But it was a good fight for us fans. I still feel there's big fights for Wilder. Certainly. Big fights, and yeah, there is big fights for Wilder, in my opinion. Yeah. And
just ask you about Daniel Dubois. A great win for him against Fisher-Babic. A lot of people felt that he was the underdog going in. What did you make of his performance?
Great performance. I think it's his best performance by far to date. We saw him bite down on that gum shield and let his hands go. I was surprised because Johnny Fisher was in camp with Hrgovic, and technically I thought he'd be too much for Daniel. I'll hold my hands up, but I was wrong, and well done to Daniel. I'd love to see our countryman win anyway, but I thought Hrgovic would have been a bit too technical for Daniel, but Daniel proved us wrong. Good luck to him, well done to him.
And just lastly on Daniel, obviously you briefly trained him, not for too long, but he's potentially fighting Joshua. What chance would you give him?
Great fight that. I heard that this morning. I think that's a fantastic battle, and with that mindset he's got, it's only going to get better. And I think that's a great fight. Yeah, I really do. Brilliant.
Would you see that as a shootout, or do you feel like Dubois come on, he's more confident of, going the rounds with Joshua? How would you break that fight down if you had to?
I think whoever lands first is going to go. Whoever can land clean, yeah, first, fast and hard, as I always say, they're going. What a fight. Great fight.
Absolutely.
If it comes off. Is it coming off?
We'll see. Frank Warren said the other day they're having talks, so...
Brilliant fight. Fantastic fight, yeah. Let's hope it does.
Mark, appreciate your time. Good to see you, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks, John.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.